We humans are creatures of habit. We see change as requiring us to give something up, as opposed to an opportunity to create something new. After 50 years of following the same familiar ruts up Highway 395, it took a virus to show us some new sights. We have stopped for lunch at Red Rock Canyon, which is a state park. And the only thing open are the trails, parking lots. But what a great view for our lunch. And how unusual to be here with overcast skies. This time of year, it's usually 90 here. So this is really pleasant. We're gonna stretch our legs and go for a little walk up there. One of the things that some people are concerned about, I'm concerned too, is where will we dump our tanks? So hopefully on this trip, we'll be able to figure out if there are spots still along 395 where we can do that, or if they're closed as well. But wow, this is pretty gorgeous. And in the 50 years or more that I've been driving up 395, I've never noticed that these trails were here. Have to come back and do the whole loop. There's a loop trail back here.
Can you?
So we stopped at Fossil Falls, the BLM campground here. It was not on the list of closed sites. It was on the BLM page. But the sign here says it's closed. But I'm thinking we should just stay here anyway. But I don't know. We'll discuss it and see what happens. So we are going to stay here. We checked the website again. This campground's not listed on the list of closed BLM campgrounds. So I think we have a valid argument. If they kick us out, we're only out $3. So this is really, I've always wanted to stay here at Fossil Falls. It's gorgeous. Overcast conditions mean it's nice and cool, and hopefully it'll be a nice night and we won't get rousted out of here. The Owens Valley of California is a magical place with secret gems up every side road. One of the first is Fossil Falls, where melting glaciers from the last ice age once fed lakes and carved channels through lava beds up and down this deep valley. While we have stopped here many times before, we had never camped here. And with our e-bikes in tow, we could finally see if we could find the Little Lakes Overlook advertised on a sign along the road. So this lava flow here occurred 440,000 years ago. And the lava flow that we're standing on now occurred from this volcano 130,000 years ago. And this volcano, the cinder cone, happened 10,000 years ago. And it's the youngest in this area. Sleeping with the doors open tonight. It's gonna be gorgeous. So we've just driven by Crowley Lake, the BLM campground where we like to stay, and there's nobody there. Don't even know if you can get in to dump tanks, but there are some dispersed places nearby, so that's always an option. Hoping the bakery might be open. Oh yeah, look, they have, wait a minute, what's that? What's that? Hold on. Great. They have an honor stand. We got 2 scones. Spot reminds me more of the, not that I've been there, but the Swiss Alps would probably look like. The cabins here are almost always packed, but there's probably some vacancies now. It's a great spot, great time to be here. See, there's no hoses here. Let's see if they've locked the, no. Oh. Okay, it's open. It's good to know. Bridgeport is as empty as it is in the wintertime when all the passes are closed. You can count on road construction along 395, but who cares with views like this? We spent the next 6 nights mooch docking on our son's driveway, finding new and fun things to do each day because we embraced change. Here are some of the highlights. This is one of the coolest lookout towers I've ever visited. It's kind of neat because it's built on a glacial moraine, so you have views on both sides.
Three different size valve stands. And that one's the one that fits into there. Little switch.
Look, the waves got cute, see? Is this space good?
Yep. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cool. Oh.
So what are you going to be doing?
Playing Nerf something, whatever it's called.
With the 2 grandkids?
I think they think I'm a boy. Okay.
You pull this back.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh! Who's gonna light the candles?
Me.
This chicken wire, these are anti-beaver cages. Pony Express Trail used from April 3rd to May 13th, 1860. Wow. Our son always has a project for us when we're up at Tahoe, and I'm fixing the sliding glass doors. Never done this, but thanks to YouTube, I think we're gonna get it fixed. And I don't think we'd even need new tracks. Let's see if it works. The Sierra Nevada never disappoints in June. It always manages to produce a little bit more snow just when you think summer has started. So we spent our last night here at our son's house. It's been a great week, and I can see the neighbor over there has already put a fire in their fireplace. And we're going to head down to lower elevations because this cold snap is supposed to last for the next several days. And so we're going to try to get down to Bishop. It looks like, we're not sure because it's just not clear from the BLM website, even though they have listed the closed campgrounds and they say they remove them as they open, but as we discovered down at Fossil Falls, wasn't necessarily the case, or it's just not clear to the public. So there's a campground down there called Horton Creek, and we're going to see if it's open because going by the BLM site, it looks like it may be. And then we're going to hang around for 3 or so days before we have to head back up north of Bridgeport, where the Marine base has a high altitude training center. John still does a little bit of work for them, and he's going to kind of finalize the last job that they did there. and then we'll be heading home so that we can get ready for our next adventure. Time got away from me on this edit, so you'll have to come back next week to see the end of this wonderful journey.